Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dr. Patrick Singh, founder of Greatness University, as well specialist in researching greatness, researching about great people. And today I'm very pleased to be with the one and only Antonio Smith Jr., live from Texas. And
Yes.
he's going to share his story with us. He is going to share with us how he has touched lives to the extent that the whole book is dedicated to Antonio Smith Jr. So he is going to be talking with us about his story. Thank you very much, Antonio, for taking this time to be with us this evening. I know your schedule is very busy. Actually, I'm saying evening because I'm talking from London, but you're in Texas. You're 6 hours behind. So it's a good afternoon. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, Dr. Patrick. I'm doing pretty good. It's afternoon here, evening for you, but wherever there's beer, we're all equal.
Oh, yes, yes. So could you tell us about you? What do you do and business, work, anything that you'd like to share with the audience so that they can get to know you?
Yeah, sure. I'm Antonio T. Smith Jr. I'm a lot of things. At the heart of what I do is I make profitable people more profitable. And that just depends on who you are and what you do. But as long as I can get my hands on you, I can take you to another level. Whether you be in the lower middle class or just low class, it doesn't matter. You let me get you, we'll take you to the highest expression of yourself.
Well, that is very interesting, making profitable clients more profitable. How do you
Yes.
do that? Do you do that through businesses or university? Because I know about ATS Business University as well.
Yeah, I have the ATS Business University, so I do have a university. It's not as cool as Greatness University. It's not as cool, right? But I have the ATS Business University where I walk people from wherever they are, and we start walking them to millions of dollars. And it's been a fun time. It really has been a fun time. But that's not the only thing I have besides speaking, coaching, mentoring. Basically, I just create systems and I plug people inside of systems. And if you're a celebrity, I create systems for you, whether it be $1 million business systems, sales funnels. And if you're not a celebrity, then I make you have a celebrity brand. So you just let me find you. Be a hard worker, and we'll get you there.
Oh, that's very amazing. And you've shared stages with great people in terms of speaking.
Yes.
Can you share how you got into all that, sharing stage with great people like Les Brown, great people? Yes.
Yeah, I mean, the truthfully, I started with Joel Osteen of Lakewood Church in Houston, Texas. And everyone knows Joel Osteen.
Oh, yeah.
He is the most fantastic of all time. I love him. And it was actually in 2012 I did an internship with Mr. Osteen, Pastor Osteen, and he had me fixing things. He had me fixing ministries, and he had me doing his night of hope. He had me in stadiums, traveling the world, and I realized, wow, I'm really good at this. Like I'm really, really, really good at this. And as I fixed little small things in his mega ministry, it made me
Mhm.
realize, you know what? I can do this full time. And that's what I did. That's exactly what I did. I was already a full time entrepreneur then, and I would just take people to higher levels. After that, about 3 years later, I would meet Mr. Les Brown himself and do the
Wow.
same thing for him. So that's my journey of how I started.
Wow, that is amazing. That's great that you've taken time, you've worked hard to step into that greatness. But I
Yes.
do believe that life has not been that way. Reading your
No.
story and what people have told me about you, uh, it seems completely the opposite. Could you tell us about your early life and how
Yeah.
life was like for you growing up to where you are now?
Yeah, life was not this way growing up. I was homeless from 6 to 18. I spent most of my childhood in the trash can, and it was just brutal. In fact, I can remember being sad in that trash can. I can remember being hungry. I can even remember being left all alone and birthdays forgotten in that trash can. But the good thing, Dr. Patrick, I got out that trash can. And it reminds me of this story that Spencer Johnson wrote and called Peaks and Valleys. How this guy was in the valley and he didn't want his valley life. He didn't want his valley friends. He just wanted to get to the mountaintop. But when he decided to go to the mountaintop, the people who have never been told him how he can never get there. And that's the same thing that happened to me. And just like him, I climbed the mountaintop. And eventually I found a place where there is no trail. I had to make my own trail, my own path, and I eventually got to the top of the mountain. And what I do today is I just go back to the valley and I pull as many people up from the valley to the top of the mountain as possible.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Wow, that is very, very inspiring.
Thank you.
Because when I was reading your story, writing this book about you,
Oh, thank you.
Antonio T. Smith changed our lives researching about you. One of the things that I discovered that I was reading about one of your prophets saying that you used to get homework from school
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
have no home.
No
So
home.
what was that?
It was hard. I ended up failing the fifth grade and the sixth grade because they wanted me to do homework, but I couldn't. It was impossible
Mm-hmm,
because I didn't have no home. And when I would get home to my trash can, there were no lights, no running water. So I ended
mm-hmm,
up failing the fifth grade and the sixth grade because of my situation.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So what event in your life made the change in you?
You know what? I'm glad you asked that. The event in my life was very simple. I'm sitting in a trash can one day. It's a city dumpster, like a government dumpster,
Mm-hmm,
and it's one of the ones where the side opens up so you can crawl in, and it's also one of the ones that they come lift it up from the top. So I got the top lifted one hot summer day, and it's this blinking star that I'm looking at, and I'm looking at this blinking star, and I realize, wow, that's not a star, that's a plane. And doctor, I'll tell you honestly, I look up at that plane and I say, you know what? One day I'm going to be on that plane. I'm not going to be in here.
mm-hmm,
I'm gonna be on that plane. And on that plane, my mind went. And eventually my body followed. And that's the cool thing. I learned that day that if I can just get my mind out the trash can, I will have enough energy, enough hope to get my body out the trash can. And I discovered wherever your mind goes, scientifically, your body must follow. That's how I
mm-hmm.
got out of being homeless. That's how I became who I am. It's just how life created it, and I'm so grateful for it. And I would encourage all of your wonderful viewers and listeners and everyone subscribe to Anything Greatness University. Take your mind out, and your body will follow.
So what you're saying here is that it's a mindset. It's a mindset that the moment you program your mind in a certain way, then you're able to achieve great things.
Absolutely. The truth is, and this is backwards thinking, but it's proper thinking. The truth is, ladies and gentlemen, the real world is up here. What you see out here is the fake world. It's the matrix. It is something that you can bend and create and leverage to however you want it. The real world starts in your mind first,
Mm-hmm,
and then you manifest outwardly. Don't look at your reality and then say, you know what? I'm going to change my reality by changing things in it. No, change is an inside job.
mm-hmm,
Change your mind. The rest will automatically follow.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And that's what you've done to the 24 people that have contributed the
Oh,
stories here.
thank you.
That is very great contribution you've done to humanity. That out there are people whose lives have changed
Yeah.
because of you. And I'm sure you've had a chance to read some of these stories. How do you feel?
Yes.
How do you feel? How
It's been amazing. I haven't finished the full. I'm on chapter 4.
chapter 4?
I'm on chapter 4 and I'm reading it as slow as possible because normally I plow through books. I get them, I take it all in, I read it because I'm looking for my next $1 million idea. I just give me this information, plow, and
Mm-hmm,
I consume books the way you would consume a meal when you're starving. I'm
mm-hmm,
just devouring this meal. With this book, I'm consuming it like it's my favorite meal. like I'm on this romantic or this exotic place that I've gotten, and I'm enjoying every bite. You know, every word that I'm reading, I'm enjoying it as if it is the finest of wines, you know, and I'm somewhere in Paris or I'm somewhere in the UK drinking the finest of tea. You know, I'm just enjoying it as if I'm with the queen herself reading my book, and I'm reading it very slowly. And I'm telling you, a few people have tried to make me cry.
Oh,
Yes.
I think every story will make you cry in here. Every story will
Yes.
make you cry.
Yes.
Because me is taking the last 3 or 4 months researching this book, it has changed my life.
Wow.
It has given me another window to who you are and how you help people, your generosity,
Wow.
your humility, and your concern to make everyone better in life.
Yeah.
Those are the kind of things that continue to touch me. And I'm sure there are lots of other people who are saying, look, you gave me clarity.
Wow.
People are saying you give, like, for example, here, Talisha Thomas saying that you are an angel T. And I'm sure you've read this story, actually, it's among the first one. So, what are the
Yes.
comments about this?
Yeah, Talisha's story was amazing. She called me an angel, and I'm heaven sent. And you know, just to watch her grow so much the way she's growing, she's such a wonderful, amazing person. As a matter of fact, she's
Mm-hmm.
such an amazing person that I have with my business partner. We started a podcast, and I have her featured on that podcast. She's actually the star, along with someone else who wrote another chapter in the book that I read, Jerome Redd. They're both
Oh,
the
yes. I was,
stars of a podcast because they're just wonderful people. Whenever I see people doing something great, I try to use my fame and my leverage and my platform to excel them to a different level, even if I have to pay for a podcast and the marketing for them. Good people do good things when you give them money.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So, because it's very, very hard to find people like you,
Hmm.
whereby people are ready to say, look, Antonio Smith changed our lives.
Yeah.
So, I, what are the kind of things that, according to you, according to what people might have written about you, that made that change possible?
Yeah. You know, at the end of the day, we got to remember that we're all connected, and that's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as it doesn't matter how much success I get, eventually, real soon, I'll be in the billions. And we can never forget that there is no difference between Dr. Patrick and Antonio. There's no difference between Talisha. We are all connected. We are the same. And when you remember that, when you put that to the forefront of your thinking, you can't mistreat people. You can't. It's impossible. It's impossible because whatever I do to you, I do to me. And we can reverse that. I'm always giving, and that's pretty much what all the people I've read so far. I'm always giving because when I give to you,
Mm-hmm.
since me and you are the same, I also give back to me. So
Mm-hmm.
I can never outgive myself because if I change your life, I've also changed mine. And if we remember that, then man, there'll be greatness universities all over the place, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes,
Yeah.
actually, you're talking about always giving, and here I'm reading a story. I just turned on the story from Shannon Clark, and she sees you as a giver, and she says, Shannon says that you have given a lot in your life, and
Yeah.
that's the kind of thing, your nature of giving, your ability to give, is what has made you change her life.
Wow.
She said, I never would have imagined that I would encounter Antonio Smith in my life. But as life moved on, I found that you're a great guy. You're his, you're a great boss and a great friend. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I haven't read. she's gonna wind
You
up
have
making
a
me cry.
stuff
No, no,
like
no, no, no. Please keep introducing me to stuff I haven't read yet. Please, please do it. Shannon is she's special. She is a raw talent that the world needs to experience. And for once, she has decided to live her life for her. And now the world is a better place because the real Shannon has showed up in it.
Mhm.
And I mean, I'm telling you, when you hear her talk, she has something to say and she says it very well. She's
Wow.
always profound. She is just the most amazing person. She really is. She is one of the hearts and souls of our company. She's pursuing her doctor's degree, so they can be
Wow.
Doctor Shannon, like Doctor Pan, like
Congrats.
Doctor
Oh, that's
Patrick. Yes,
amazing. Welcome to the club.
yes, yeah, yes, exactly, exactly.
Yes.
She's amazing, and I can't wait to read her. We started off not rough, but we started off in a boxing ring.
Mhm.
now, now we box for each other, and I'm grateful for that.
Wow. So yes, you've changed lots of people's lives, and we have a testimony here. We have a statement that will be there forever.
Wow.
Yes, Antonio Smith changed our lives, and that book will be there even after you've gone. So, how can you help other people now change their lives? How can they get connected to you?
Yeah, I would suggest all of you connect with me through Facebook, but you can connect with me anywhere. Facebook and LinkedIn are my favorite two platforms, but I'm everywhere. I'm on all of them. I respond to my messages myself.
Mhm.
Truthfully, ladies and gentlemen, truthfully, I see you. I'm watching everybody, and I'll probably connect with you before you connect with me. I'm watching you. I see you on stage with Les Brown. I see you off stage with Les Brown. I see your greatness university. I see you in Catholic churches, and I see you with Muslims. I see you on missionary trips. I'm watching, and I'm in your inbox. I'm following you, and I'm loving all over you. Because at the end of the day, I want to be connected to great people, and I'm far more concerned with how I make my money than how much I have made. So connect with me. Let's change the world together, and let's make Antonio T. Smith Jr. changed our lives. The greatest number one best selling book ever published by Greatness University ever,
Oh,
because
thank you.
Dr. Patrick deserves that, and he deserves to be a New York Times best-selling author.
Oh, amazing. Thank you very much for that. I receive it. And importantly, the book will be coming out on the 20th,
On the
which
20th,
is
yes,
2 days
but
from now.
2 days from now, 2 days from now, but you can get it now because I really think that the book is so hot with the pre-orders that Amazon just kind of snuck it in and released it early on you. It's a version of that you can get right now. I mean, the book is so hot, and join everyone else and get
Mhm.
the book because I believe people will get their first books tomorrow. I
Oh,
believe
yes,
so.
they
Yeah.
would. Yes, thank you very much for sharing your life with us.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very much for sharing this moment from your very, very busy schedule. But I wanted to just check. It's not just the most important story in the book. Every story is important. But I had one story from Uganda, all the way from Uganda, from a
Wow.
lady called Aisha Tetu Bhatia from Uganda. Do you remember
Wow.
that person?
Yes, she's amazing. I've just recently met her this year, and she's into movies. She's actually real big in the Nollywood. I mean, she is really, really into movies in a great way. She has a movie coming out, I believe, in February that she doesn't even know it. So you're gonna find out now, Aisha. You're gonna find out now. I'm actually planning on either flying out there to see the movie, or I'm gonna
Yeah.
buy it. Yes,
Well,
yes.
because what happens, that story is very inspiring in a way that before she thought maybe you can't easily get access to people who are up there,
Wow.
according to her, up there. But because you said you're watching everyone, you respond to all the mails that come to you or the messaging. And when she sent you a message on Messenger, you responded to her and I said that you disclosed to her something that changed her life. He
Yeah.
said it wasn't lucky. He grew up in a dumpster as protection. And she said at this point, he realized how life was hard for him and all the kind of suffering he might have encountered.
Wow.
This was the same thing he was going through. So there are people who read you in their story, and um, because they know your story, because you've shared your story, that makes a direct connection with them.
Yeah.
And he said that Antonio did not hesitate to share his story with me. And I can say he's such a golden hearted creature,
Wow.
so kind, so loving. and desperate to see everyone succeed at no pay.
Yeah.
See everyone succeed at no pay. So how do you manage a business then if people are getting products from you for free now?
Yeah, yeah. That's actually the secret to my success. I have lots of paid products, but for every one paid product that I have, I
Mm-hmm,
create four unpaid products
mm-hmm,
that are the same quality of the paid product. And I don't think people realize I do that. It's very intentional. If I create one product at $10,000, I would then create four products at $10,000 and give them away for free just for people like her. Because at the end of the day, I live what I say. I live what people say about me, and I really, really believe we're all connected. And there's no reason on planet Earth for me to be so blessed and not give it back. I will die before I ever be stingy.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So do you now believe in this kind of law attraction that
Sure, I do. I
the
love the
more
law
you
of
give,
attraction.
the more you get?
Yeah, I'm
Could you
living proof
explain
of
that?
it.
Because like me up to now, I don't understand the law of attraction. How does
Yeah,
it work? Because I think you're
yeah.
an expert in that as well.
Okay. Well, in truth, I can explain the law of attraction philosophically, and I can do it scientifically. Let's start with scientifically. Law of
Okay.
attraction is simply a side effect. It's simply a side effect of the law of vibration. Everything in this world is in motion. There is no ether, so to speak. It's all in motion. And however you are moving is also what is moving towards you.
Mm-hmm.
There's a law called the law of accelerating acceleration. This means that however you're moving towards your dreams are also moving towards you. Now,
Okay.
philosophically, like attracts like. What you are is what will come to you. From a farming perspective, whatever you put into the ground, you're going to
Yes.
get out the ground, right? Reaping and sowing. It's all saying the same thing, whether it's cause and effect, whether it is law of attraction, whether it's law of vibration, no matter what we say, what you are, you will get back, good or bad. It will happen. So you might as well spend the next 10 years doing good, and then you'll be like me. I live 100% of my dreams, and I try
Mm-hmm.
to help 100% of the people live 100% of theirs.
Mm-hmm. And I guess in doing that as well, the people that you help, they're going to help other people.
That's right.
And that creates a ripple effect. So
It
it's not
does.
just you changing people's lives, even the people those people you've changed, they're going to change other people.
That's right.
And in a way, we can say you've touched millions of people around the world.
That's right. That's right. And that's my goal. My goal is to create 100,000 millionaires, and that 100,000 millionaires will ripple, and then we'll wind up reaching maybe 7 billion people by the time that I am done. It is honestly, I live for this. I am excited about changing the world. I'm actually one of the people crazy enough to think I could do it. And I'm fighting the fight. I'm fighting the fight for prosperity and connectedness.
Wow, amazing. So, just before we go, could you tell us about the ATS University and
Sure.
the kind of things that are there for people, things that can start straight away for free and be able to get that, share that greatness with you and your knowledge?
Sure, I appreciate that. The ATS Business University, you can find it at atsbu.org. I'm sure one of my people watching will post it so you can see. They're pretty sharp about that.
Mhm.
And basically, I've created a system of how to become a millionaire. You need three things. I give them to you right now. You need a product, you need business systems, you need to serve people. But we do 9 trainings a week. All the trainings are live, but don't worry, we're worldwide. We understand that. And what we do is if you are able to have internet access, you can download them. We actually give away the trainings. We give 9 trainings a week, and we actually let you download them and keep them for life. And we offer lifetime memberships. There's no upsells. We are changing the world and attempting you to take you out there in Uganda and Tibet and any place of oppression or poverty, and we want you to go out there and change that world for you. And yeah, That's what we do at the ATS Business University. Connect with me. We will find a place for you. We will work with you. However, we have to do that. I love you too, Tanetta Clay. I love you too. I really
Yeah,
do.
and we have the link now, atsbu.org. That's the link in case you're interested in finding more about Antonio Smith, in case you're interested in knowing more about the Business University and taking your life business to the next level. Thank
Yes,
you very much
yes.
for
Thank
sharing.
you. Let me just say two things real quick. I want to thank two people. I want to thank Les Brown. Les Brown, a big, fuzzy, powerful teddy bear, was so gracious to write the foreword to this book. And you all should go get it and see what he said about me. I'm so grateful. So grateful for the big old teddy bear. And his youngest daughter, the CEO of his legacy, also wrote a foreword. And Tempest Smith actually wrote the afterword. So I'm grateful for all of that. And secondly, I want to thank Dr. Patrick Busingi himself. Come on. Without you, none of this would be possible. So I'm so grateful for you and the Greatness University and the Greatness Publishing Company that you have. Thank you both.
Oh, thank you very much for your appreciation, and as well, we thank you for helping us as well in doing this work. Our lives have been changed and continues to change,
Thank
because
you.
in this book, their story, just one story can completely turn one life to a
Yeah.
different direction.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
the 24 stories in here, someone could say to read one story a day and
Wow.
think about that story and apply what people have done to change their lives.
Yeah.
That's where the change starts.
Amazing. Amazing. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for having me on. I know I've taken up some good time, but hopefully we've inspired the world. And I love you so much, and I love all of you. And I can't wait to see you, the millionaires, and the highest expression of yourselves that you can possibly be.
Thank you very much, Anthony. And in case you've just joined us, I've been talking to Antonio Smith Jr., live from Texas, talking about how his life has changed and how he's gone on to change other people's lives through his business, through his the people that he has coached and mentored and been friends to him, and as well have given us the testimonies in this great book, Antonio Smith Jr. Change Our Lives. Stories to inspire you to plant better, stories to inspire you to plant better in life. And this book will be out in 2 days' time on the 20th of December. But you can pre-order this book straight away if you're interested. And definitely, as you can say, your life will not be the same again. Thank you very much.
Thank you all. Appreciate you. I can't wait for you all to make it a bestseller. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much to all our viewers in London, in the United States, in Africa, in Asia, and the rest of Europe, Australia, wherever you are. Thank you very much for taking your time to be with us this evening, and we're very pleased, and we look forward to helping you step into your greatness. Thank you.
Thank you all.